Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about four news headlines that are in the true crime category. So if you like true crime, keep watching. It's four stories that have been recently brought up in the news recently. So let's get started. The first one, the headline is Mississippi man reportedly hid gun in Taco Bell quesadilla during traffic stop. Sorry, my brain sometimes doesn't want to work. Anyways, so it's in Picayune, Mississippi. One man's attempt at hiding a firearm were the entire Picayune Police Department following a traffic stop last week. On Friday, April 14th at 12:38 p.m., the Picayune Police Department's Neighborhood Enhancement Team conducted a stop on a car for allegedly violating the traffic law on East Canal Street. Police pulled over driver Olivia Neff, who was in the car with passenger Devin Mitchell. Picayune Police said they had probable cause to search the vehicle and found a distribution amount of meth, liquid heroin, and other drug. How can you have that much? Okay, anyways. Paraphernalia. Police also discovered Mitchell's handgun inside a quesadilla in a Taco Bell bag. Police arrested Mitchell on charge of possession of a controlled substance with intent to distribute, while in possession of a firearm, possession of a controlled substance, tampering with physical evidence, possession of a weapon by a felon, and possession of paraphernalia. According to Picayune Police, officers cited Neff for disregard for a traffic device and released her at the scene. The department's press release ended with #taco about not cool. Anyways, that's one of the stories that I've seen on the news lately. So the second story that I've seen recently, whether it's on the news or any social media, is Missouri man gets life for fatally stabbing wife who had order of protection in her pocket. Kansas City, Missouri. A judge has sentenced a man to life behind bars plus 17 years for the fatal stabbing of his wife. According to a news release from the Jackson County Prosecutor's Office on November 6, 2018, Kansas City police responded to Roanoke and Madison to a report of a dead body, where they found the victim, Tabitha Birdsong, stabbed to death with obvious head injuries. Officials also found an order of protection against her husband in her pocket. Hours before the victim's death, witnesses reportedly told police she was with her husband, Gene Birdsong, and he was later seen with blood on his pants. During a search of Gene Birdsong's room, police found bloody clothing, and he told officials he had been attacked and stabbed. On February 27th, a Jackson County jury convicted Gene Birdsong of first-degree murder and armed criminal action this week. On April 13th, the prosecutor's office announced Birdsong was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, plus an additional 17 years. At the time of the fatal stabbing, the couple had been married for nearly 10 years. The third story that I've seen recently is New Mexico woman convicted of leaving newborn child in dumpster in freezing weather. Hobbs, New Mexico. A jury recently convicted a 19-year-old woman on charge of attempted murder for throwing her newborn son in a dumpster shortly after giving birth in a bathroom. On January 7, 2022, dumpster divers found a crying baby and reported it to the Hobbs Police Department. Officers responded to the report on the 1400 block of North Thorpe, where they found the newborn boy suffering from hypothermia. He was transported to the hospital where he was given a blood transfusion, put on a feeding tube, and provided with oxygen. Alexis Avila reportedly learned she was pregnant on January 6th and gave birth the following day in her bathroom. According to the 5th Judicial District Attorney, Avila then wrapped her newborn child in multiple plastic bags filled with trash before driving him behind the Broadmoor Mall, and she was later caught on surveillance video throwing him into a dumpster. The baby was reportedly found over 5 hours later in freezing cold conditions. The district attorney's office said efforts to save the child were successful despite the serious injuries inflicted by Avila. Avila was initially arrested on charge of attempted to commit a felony, to wit, murder and child abuse. I think they met with murder and... Okay. Anyways, on April 14th, the district attorney's office announced Avila was found guilty on charge of attempt first-degree murder and child abuse resulting in great bodily harm. In a statement, District Attorney Diane Luce said, "We are thankful that this jury honored the precious life of this baby boy and rejected the defendant's self-serving excuses for this crime." Luce continued, "This verdict proves that children are entitled to the full protection of the law and that wrongdoers who hurt children in New Mexico will be prosecuted vigorously." Attorney General Raul Torres added, "We were astounded to watch the defendant during her testimony show no remorse for the harm she caused her newborn baby when she threw him in the dumpster. Thank you to the jury that helped deliver justice to this child." I'm pretty sure there's this, I know in some states they have the safe haven law, and it's if you have a newborn, you can give up your child to any firehouse without basically being arrested. So the last one is very common. You see it almost all the time, and it's South Carolina man accused of impersonating officer threatening to arrest victim unless he gave him cash. In Greenville County, South Carolina, deputies have charged a 44-year-old man for allegedly impersonating a police officer and demanding cash from a victim. On April 4th, the Greenville County Sheriff's Office launched an investigation after receiving a report that Jerry Jacob Norbors approached the victim in Welcome Creek Mobile Home Park, claiming to be a police officer. Norbors, who wore plain clothes and a badge around his neck, allegedly asked to see the victim's license. The victim reportedly told Norbors he didn't have a license, and Norbors allegedly threatened to take him to jail unless he paid him cash. Norbors reportedly coerced the victim to drive with him to the bank, where the victim was forced to withdraw money. The sheriff's office alleged Norbors approached several other individuals under similar circumstances and wore a uniform in the days leading up to the incident. However, the sheriff's office said they did not receive any other reports. Pickens City Police took Norbors into custody before he was transferred to Greenville County Detention Center. Norbors' bond was set at $30,000, and he remains held on an unrelated hold from Spartanburg County, the sheriff's office said. Norbors faces charges of kidnapping, strong armed robbery, and impersonating a police officer. Why I said this is very common is you can see there are many videos, many reports of people impersonating police officers and coercing specifically females to do things like sexual acts and all this. So, yeah. But that's the last story. With that being the last story, sorry if I stumbled on words. It's welcome to having an ADHD brain. Your brain reads faster than what you can speak. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like or a thumbs up. And if you really like true crime, there will be more out there. I promise. I'm working on it. So I'll see y'all in the next video. So if you enjoyed it, please leave a like or a thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe and turn on your bell notification. I'll see y'all in the next video.